Greetings once again, my friends, my fellow Star Trek fans, my fellow movie lovers, my fellow lovers of everything interesting, and today, my fellow fans of the movie Jaws. I'm speaking about the film from 1975, shot here in New England, and here, if it's summertime, we think of Jaws. Well, today what I want to show you is another quick little video, and today is going to be some interesting little Jaws memorabilia, and we're going to take a look. We're going to need a bigger boat. We have some of the fantastic sayings from this fantastic movie. So why don't we take this over to the desk? We got more light, more room, and we're going to see what's in the box. Alright, so there's much more light over here. And let's check out the box. You can see the front, that iconic girls swimming, and we have the shark coming up from the bottom and Jaws written across the top. And looking at the side of the box, I can actually read it a little bit better here. We're going to need a bigger boat. Because Jaws is here, this kit contains a 3-inch collectible shadow box inspired by the iconic 1975 movie poster, with a spotlight and a button that plays the chilling theme music and an illustrated magnet. RP Minis. And looking at the back, you can see $12.95 in the USA and $16.50 in Canada. Not intended for children. And you can see www.runningpress.com, and requires 3 AA batteries not included. We'll see if it still works, because I had gotten this several months ago and I was saving it till the summer. And on the other side of the box, we're going to need a bigger boat. Looking at the top, I love the picture of the orca as she looked as she started to sink. And by this time, Chief Brody is going up onto the mast, and he's got the rifle and he's aiming for the shark's mouth, because the shark had swallowed an oxygen tank. Well, he didn't swallow it, he had it in his mouth and he was chewing on it. You can see running press, and let's see, I don't see a date on the output. This is from January, very much, May of now 2022, and the ISBN 9780762497065. So, why don't we go ahead and open it up? Like I said, it was brand new, but it's 2022, so the battery should still be fresh. Oh, how cool is that? Put that aside for a moment, because it has some paperwork. So we've got the product information sheet, battery installation, unscrew and remove the battery door from the back, insert 2 new 1.5 volt AAA batteries, replace door and turn screw clockwise. To operate the unit, press the button on the front to play. The overhead light will turn on as soon as the music flashes playing. If you wish to have the light on for an extended period of time, press the button a second time while the music is still playing. The light will remain on until you press the button a third time. And it goes on about the battery safety, keep out of reach of children, and the item number 9780762497065 from Running Press. Alright, let's put that aside. And this is pretty cool. We've got a Jaws magnet. And this, yep, you can put that right on the file cabinet. And I'll show you that in a minute, because I have a bunch of magnets from Star Trek. But this is pretty cool. Alright. We'll put that over there. And let's take a look. You can see where the batteries are going to go. And look at that. Love it. This would be the Phillips screwdriver. Two AA batteries. Okay, so it doesn't come with the batteries, so let's put them in. And in order to put the back on, and it's going to go just like that, back in position. And let's put the battery, the compartment screw on. Here we are. All right. Let's try that again. Push the button. How cool is that? You can see on the bottom, there's a date 2020, and on the back of the unit you can see the speaker where the music's, those iconic notes come out. And to keep the light on, you can see the LEDs up top, and we hold it down, we push it again, and that's going to keep the light on. Check out the shark. It's so cool. And of course, the woman swimming. After a night of drinking, she's feeling pretty good. She's loose. She went into the water for a swim. She has no idea what's coming for her. So, why? Because the music was playing, and I pushed the button again, the light's going to stay on. Let me put the lights out. Show you guys how cool this looks. So you can see the logo on top. We've got the woman swimming, and I love how they have the shark like a 3D statue in the water. You can see there's like a tint to the plastic, make it look bluish. Hopefully the camera can pick up the shark. That is so cool. Now, this is one of my favorite movies ever, and it's pretty close to one of my favorite movies of all time. And I've been looking everywhere to do a build on a model of the Orca. That's the fishing boat that I showed you on top of the box, and I can't find it anywhere. I did find one model kit, and I'm not familiar, I can't remember the name, but I've been scouring the earth to try to find that model, and everything is sold out. It's just impossible to get. So what I was thinking of doing is, I was thinking of doing a scratch-built model of the Orca and seeing how that would come out. But yeah, the models of the Orca are so hard to find. Now you can find the pre-built models and they're pretty respectable. With some of the detail, there are some that are a little more expensive that have more detail, such as the ramp on the bow and the barrels and things of that nature. But what I want to do is I want to build a kit of the Orca for you guys, and I think that would be a fantastic summer build. But until I can find one, again, I was thinking of doing one built from scratch, but I got to find out and figure out the materials that I'm going to use and have a plan in place for the ship. But that would be a really fun build. Let's see if I can show you guys the shark. So the blue tint really makes it look like it's underwater and he's coming up for you. So the movie starts and you have a bunch of teenagers and they're on the beach. And they're having a good time and they're drinking beer, and then, there's a girl that's kind of flirting with one of the boys, and she decides to run off, wants to go for a swim. And it's dark and he follows her, but he's so drunk he's stumbling all over the place. She undresses and she goes in for a dip. Well, she starts to know that there's something wrong when she's out by the buoy, and she feels something tugging on her, and that's iconic now, where she just gets thrashed like a rag doll back and forth. And interesting that actually the actress had said that they actually had men with ropes on shore, and they were pulling her back and forth. And she said that her back really felt terrible. As you can imagine, you have 12 guys yanking on you on pulleys with a rope. You're going to be thrashed back and forth. But anyway, eventually she gets pulled under. And as the film goes on, we realize that it was a shark that did it. Great white shark off the coast of Amity Island. And Amity Island is fictional, and the movie was actually filmed off of Martha's Vineyard in New England. And Steven Spielberg actually made history by becoming the first director to actually film a movie on the ocean, the open ocean. So he had to learn about fighting the tide and the weather. As well as every scene that they had done, they had to make sure that there were no boats in the background. They had to do a lot of editing. And of course, you guys may or may not know, but it's famous now in how the shark's name was Bruce. He got his name after a lawyer, and he didn't really work that much. They gave him a limited amount of time to produce the shark, and if they would have had more time, Steven Spielberg says that he could have made it a little bit more operational. But there was interviews with all of the actors saying how they heard the walkie-talkies all over the place saying that the shark was not working. Heard that from Martin Brody. And of course, it's Roy Scheider who played that, as well as Matt Hooper. And I'm trying to remember his name. Matt Hooper was played by, I can't remember. Anyway, they were talking about in interviews that how often the shark didn't work. But anyway, this was pretty cool, and I love the little case, the 3D look on it. Let's play it again. See, when you push the button again, it'll go off. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to play it again. How cool is that? nice. Let me show you guys what the inside would look like. Let's see if I can get a light in there and show you guys how cool it looks. You can tell it's 3D by the shadow of the shark on the back. And we got that beautiful foil red in the letters of Jaws. And this is a really fantastic little souvenir of the movie. I love this. I never really heard of these before, but you can better believe I'm going to check to see if they have these with the 3D movie posters, maybe for Star Trek. That would be great. And if I find any of them, I want to show them to you, because this is really inexpensive. And this is really fun. I mean, it's inexpensive, and it's a great piece. Let me put the lights back on. It's a great piece, and it comes with the magnet. And the shadow box is just really cool. It plays the theme of the movie, and it lights up. Again, you can see in the light a little bit better the LEDs that are on top. And this is relatively inexpensive. I think I got this for like $12 or $13 off Amazon. And it's really fun. So that is so much fun. But again, that's from the classic, iconic film, Jaws. So my friends, I hope you enjoyed this quick little video on this cute little memento and this pretty cool sounding little shadow box from the iconic movie, Jaws. And until my next video, my friends, on this iconic series, I'll talk to you later.